gold, silver, and cash. 3 pillars of safety. Let's get into it. All right, y'all, what's going on? Happy New Year to you guys. I don't know exactly when you'll be watching this, so just in case, Happy New Year to you. 2020 can't get over soon enough. Wow, what an eye-opening year this has been. It's been very, very weird, to say the least. Now, 3 pillars to safety. This is what I like to do. And I'm probably going to get a bunch of thumbs down on this video, and that's fine. That's okay. This is just what I like to do. You know what I mean? It's perfectly fine. And if you do like the video, make sure you hit that thumbs up. I really appreciate that. Now, 3 pillars of safety is, for me, gold, silver, and cash. Now, the reason why I include cash is because, number one, I get paid in dollars, okay? I'm pretty sure if you live in the United States, you get paid in dollars too. You may not see those dollars, but you get paid in it. That's the form of payment that you take, okay? Now, I like to keep cash on hand because in 2016, I had an eye-opening experience. And if you've ever gone any amount of time without power, you're going to be, and you're not prepared, you're going to be woken up to. Okay, so we had a hurricane skirt the coast of Georgia in 2016. The eye was really close to the coast, and we were without power for 5 days. Now, I did not have a generator, okay? Number one, dumb mistake. Number two, I didn't have any cash on hand. So since nobody had any power, I didn't have any cash. If I needed to go out and about to get things, guess what? I was SOL. So having cash on hand, ever since then, I always make sure I have some cash, some reserves, some type of an emergency ready to go, just in case. And I always keep some in the bank just in case as well. It's just a very safe thing that you can do. I know a lot of people in our community frown upon cash or having cash on hand. Not me. I believe in holding some type of cash just in case for those emergencies. You never know. You may have to make a cash deal, a peer-to-peer sale or something. You never know. Having cash is important, and it's something that everybody should have ready to go, no matter what country you live in. Now, number 2 is gold, having some type of gold. I believe having gold on hand in your physical possession is extremely important. I did not realize that first thing. Whenever I started stacking nothing but silver. Silver was cheap. It was affordable. I could get a bunch of it for not very much. And that was the main thing that I stacked going forward, was just silver. The premiums were extremely low when I first started stacking, and it was abundant. It was everywhere. You could get it constantly. I had no trouble finding it whatsoever. To this day, I still have no trouble finding silver. Gold, I just looked at it as being too expensive, out of my league. Like I couldn't get across to myself the concept of why I needed it. But now that I've researched it, looked at it, understand the purpose of it, it's very important to have some type of gold in your stack. It's very important. And the reason being is because gold moves in bunches, right? It either moves way up, or moves way down, but it's always in that upward trajectory constantly. I think it's only had 4 down years in the last 14 or 15 years. That's a pretty good, safe investment. And that's what it is for me. It's just insurance. That's what my stack is all about for me. It's just insurance. Now, as far as silver goes, I like to stack. I like to spread it out as much as I can. I like to stack all different types. Now, a lot of people, they go long into nothing but junk silver. And the only downfall that I see with that is the fact that it doesn't say silver on it. That's the only downfall that I see to it. Premium wise, it's dirt cheap. It's abundant. It's everywhere. But the only downfall that I see to it is it doesn't state silver or its fineness on that silver. So if you're prepping for SHTF, right, like a lot of people in our community do, you're essentially betting on people knowing what silver is. And I'll give you a little test. I'll tell you what, because I did this myself. I took a silver dime, right, like a 1964 or lower Roosevelt, and I took a regular dime, right, from 1965 on up. I took it to work. I took a poll on 20 people. Only 2 people guessed the president correctly. Check that for yourself. Do your own little poll and get back to me in the comment sections. I would love to hear your input on that, because it was astonishing, and none of them guessed that it was silver, the 1964 dime. So if you're just betting on everybody essentially knowing exactly what type of content that your constitutional silver is going to have, it's not necessarily the case. Now, the reason why I like to stack more than just constitutional silver, I know a lot of people, they just hoard nothing but constitutional silver. And that's fine. That's great. You know, you're putting stuff away, you're protecting yourself, you're getting some insurance, or you're prepping for SHTF situations. That's fine. But you at least need to have something that says what it is. You need to have something that says the purity and the silver, right? You need to do the same thing with your gold. It needs to say what it is on there. It needs to say gold, right? You need to have some of those things in there, because not everybody knows what this community knows. Not everybody is aware or awake as to what is taking place. So unless it's actually written on there, most people are not going to research it, or they're not going to know what the heck it is. And that's another reason why I stack the way that I stack. I don't just stack constitutional silver. I don't just buy bars. I don't just buy rounds. And I don't just buy sovereign coins. I like to spread it out. And then having cash on hand, right? It's 3 pillars of safety. You always have something that someone else is going to want, or something that someone else is going to need. And that's the whole point of having it on hand. You're basically ensuring yourself from being kicked out onto the streets, right? That's the way that I look at it. Now, going forward, right? Monetary policy, it completely changed. It completely changed in 2008. And that was another thing that was very, very eye-opening for me. And it's one of the main reasons why I stack. It's kind of scary because of the fact that the Fed, right? I don't like to put more than I need to inside the stock market, because the Fed is just, the whole thing about the monetary policy right now is essentially just to prop up the stock market. That's it. So a lot of people that are long, or they have everything inside of the stock market, you need to be close to the exit just in case, because you just don't know when this is going to stop, or when you're going to have that blow off top. That's why I like to spread it out. Now, this channel, I talk about gold, silver, right? Because that's what this channel is about. But I don't have all my eggs in one basket. I don't put it all into just gold and silver. I do play the stock market. I just don't talk about it on this channel, because I don't want to give you financial advice about what I'm buying and what I'm not buying, okay? It's just the main reason why I don't. But I do play. I just don't play as long game as a lot of people. I like to get in, I like to get out. That's just the thing that I like to do. But to each his own. I mean, do what you feel comfortable with. But this right here, mainly, guys, this is all just one big savings account for me. It's just what I like to do. Now, what do you like to do? I'd love to hear your comments or your suggestions down in the comment section. What is your diversification? Are you in crypto? Are you not thinking about crypto? A lot of people are starting to jump into crypto. Me, I'm not buying on the high end. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait and see what it does. Another thing that I'm waiting on is Coinbase, the exchange Coinbase. They filed for paperwork for an IPO. That's kind of exciting to me. That kind of wakes me up a little bit, because I did not get in on the crypto, right? I did not get in on it early, and I don't want to buy at all-time highs. So Coinbase filing for paperwork for an IPO has me very, very interested in that. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave them down below. Don't forget, guys, keep grinding on your stack.